Jazzy Red Talk Show, and I'm your host, Jazzy Red. A lot of you all may know this little lady, but I'm putting her picture here. This little sister was killed in domestic violence. She's pretty, ain't she? Well, Jazzy Red got her mom here, and we finna do an interview, and she'll never be forgotten. But we're going to interview the mom, and I know a lot of you all have went through this. Hi, Tomsy Williams. How you doing? Your daughter was killed in domestic violence. God just, he got his hand on this show, and we just going to go with it. Jazzy Red, we love you. Peace out. Jazzy Red Talk Show. The picture you seen with the young lady, this is her mom. And I want her mom to tell you her story. This is her story. So her mother is going to give you her name, and she's going to tell you what she went through and about her daughter. What's your name?
My name is Devonna Tinsley, and my daughter's name was Satori Richardson, and she lost her life to domestic violence on July the 4th, 2014, due to domestic violence as well as strangulation, and she also was stabbed multiple times. Also, her 4-year-old daughter witnessed it, and also the house was set afire. And I just, as a mother, I began to say that I didn't want any mother to experience the pain and the sorrow that me and my family are really still experiencing, even though it was 2 years ago, almost 3. And so I just really have given my life. I just plan to dedicate my life to bring awareness about the seriousness of domestic violence, and to let everyone know that not only the victim, suffered, also the attacker. My heart goes out to them. They suffer, their family's suffering, my family. It's just not about one person when you take a life. More people in it are involved. And I would just want someone, if you are thinking about actually taking, your girlfriend, husband, boyfriend life, really reconsider, because after that moment, it's nothing else you can do. I won't see my daughter again. She was not here to see her kids first day of school, August 2014. She was not here to see them turn 6 and turn 8 years old. She was not here to celebrate Christmas with them. So I say all that to say this: it's just not just that moment, and the effects just leave. It's an everlasting thing. I do not want no one's grandson to say, "Grandmother, I'm afraid of my future." I pray that you live until I get grown, simply because he lost his mother at the age of 6 years old. And my heart just goes out to it so deeply about domestic violence. And over the years, we've heard about domestic violence. It's nothing new. But if he hit you once, he'll hit you again. And my slogan now is, if he hits you once, he'll also kill you. Wow. Because this is real. This is not a fairy tale. This is not a story. This is real. I am living this every day. And in order to get through my grief and pain, I feel like if I just help someone else or save another life, another family, my daughter, her life is not in vain. Her death was not in vain.
Okay. And when she said that about it affects both families. Now, I was in court one day because my son had hit a girl. So me and my daughter, we whooped him. We had to show him something. And I put him in jail because I didn't want him to do that again. But He had to pay for that. There are some mothers that condone this. Okay, some mothers condone they young man, they son hitting a lady. You don't supposed to condone that because back in the day, if he had a ran up on the old school, see, you'd have been crying. I wouldn't have been in that casket. He would have been in there. So see, we were kind of bold back in the days, you know. When you're young, you feisty. You get older, you get wisdom and you think. But nobody was going to just hit me and that was going to keep happening. That wasn't going to keep happening. So I knew to get away. I knew to get away because I went through it. And I hadn't thought about domestic violence. I just said, I lost that fight, I'll win the next one, okay? But that's what it was, domestic violence. Some people have tempers where they click and they don't know what they're doing. Some young men have problems. Things that happened in their life when they were young. So then they may take that out on a woman. And I'm talking to somebody. I don't know who it is out there in TV land. But you, regardless of what a young man may have went through when he was young, that whatever's done is done. We're going to call that water under the bridge and you have to go on. So you don't put your hand on somebody else's child. In my book I wrote, if you fight someone, how would you feel when you grow up and a man jump on your child? See, because, you know, what you do come back on you. That sin go down through 10 generations. I just want the young men to stop going to that courtroom down there. And you got to spend a lot of money. You're going to pay court costs. You know, that's not in a death, but just domestic violence. You're going to pay court costs and, you know, they try everything. My son walk in there, he going to hold his baby. He was holding my grandbaby when he walked. That judge said, I'm still going to put you a fine on you, buddy. You know, he was holding the baby, you know, trying to see if that worked. You just can't do it. You can't do it. Don't put your hand on nobody. I mean, if y'all can't get along, y'all need to get away from each other. My mother told me, and I wrote in my book, 3 things you're going to do when you're with a bad person. You're going to change, be like them. They going to change and be like you, and you two going to get away from each other, okay? So Jazzy is trying to, I'm hoping you feel what's coming out from this mom so we can try and stop that. We're going to try and stop that. And if you young ladies got somebody that got a temper, then he need to go get some counseling. Because when he get angry, he just take it out. He going to do something. So he might blank out and you be dead when he come back in and he don't know he done did it. You know, a lot of people black out. So if you have blackout, I don't care if you go to a therapist, I don't care if you have to go get hypnotized, something. Go talk to the pastor, get saved, get the Holy Spirit. It's something that can help you. So I'm saying it's a lot of things that make things go on. And know what? They tell that they finna do some stuff like that. It's an indication sometimes. It be an indication. They be going through something and they talk to people on their job. So if you're on your job and someone's coming to you and saying, man, this woman getting on my nerve, I'm thinking about it. You got to talk some sense to that person. Because that person can go and act out. It was one girl, she got shot because somebody called and told that, you know, and this was out of town. Somebody called and told him on his job that she had somebody. So he got to that house and he shot her. Okay, so sometime running your mouth too much can start up something. So I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm hoping that I done hit some. I hope that ball and fell in a hole somewhere, or that marble went in a drain hole. Cut it out. It ain't worth it, man. I mean, family is supposed to be about family, not fighting and fussing and arguing. That is meaningless, okay? And somebody can get hurt. I'm going to get a mic back to the mom because she told me her daughter, after this happened, she went to the hospital and her daughter talked to her. I'm going to let her tell you what she said her daughter told her.
Yes, I began to, after my daughter passed,
You said the hospital?
Yes, the hospital. I began to really, I had to really lean on God. Lean on God.
Tell them what she told you, your daughter told you.
Well, as I was stating, when me and my husband got that call like 4 o'clock in the morning, we immediately rushed to USA Hospital. We thought she was there. She wasn't there. Then we went to Spring Hill Memorial. And as as we drove up on the grounds, I looked up in the sky. Something said, look up. And when I looked up, it's as if the sky opened. And I could hear my daughter's voice plain as day, telling me that, Mama, I'm all right. I'm with the Lord. Okay. And instantly, peace came upon me. And I say all like to say this, in that, you know, until the attacker, like Jazzy, Miss Jazzy Red say, that's thinking about doing this act. Think about that mother. Think about those children. Think about the father of that victim. Think about her siblings. I mean, just think about it. Her friends. How this can really affect everyone. It's not worth it. And to piggyback on what Jazzy Red said, 9 times out of 10, the attacker or the victim, they're going to let someone know the act that they plan to commit. I didn't know my daughter was being abused. Wow. She didn't tell me. Wow. But she did tell some of her close friends. So if you have a friend or if someone tell you that they're being abused, they're scared and they don't know what to do, if you witness them being abused, tell that person's relative. If for nothing but to pray. But just don't keep silent. I say all of that. Don't keep silent about the situation. Tell someone. And if you out there and you are being attacked and abused, please listen to me. If he says he's not going to do it again, 9 times out of 10, that's a lie. Think about your children and your family as well as your life. I know my daughter never thought July the 3rd was to be the last time she saw us. Last time she saw her kids. But it was.
And her friends knew.
Yes, some of her friends knew.
And you did.
I didn't have a clue.
Didn't talk to her dad and didn't tell you.
Didn't tell us at all.
Wow.
Didn't tell us at all.
Okay, let me tell you something. I stayed in the Penelope house. I had won that round, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I whooped my husband that time. But I called the police. I need to get on the way because, sometimes you probably try to hit him with a car. I understand what these young girls go through because I was younger. Okay, we were in the Penelope house. And this lady would mourn the relationship. She called the attacker, okay? I ain't called man, 'cause I know I already made my mind up. I'm strong. I'm finna get a divorce, okay? All right. 2 trees don't need to collide. So, but he called her, and she would call him. And they thought she was calling her family. And he was saying, if I don't see my kids, it's going to be a black car in front of your mom and dad's house. So he had put that fear in her with her calling him. She hadn't called him, she wouldn't have knew. She ran away from the Penelope house. She ran away. He picked her up, and that was dangerous because wasn't no man supposed to really know where we at. And you don't really know where it's at really when they bring you. But okay, he come and she left with her attacker again to go get beat again. He said he was gonna get her parents if he couldn't see his kids. He was gonna have a black hearse up in front of his mouth. It make me sick with that, man. You try to put fear in somebody's heart. Trying to put fear in somebody's heart. She ran away from the Penelope house. I never heard of that. Run away from the Penelope house. This was years and years ago, ladies and gentlemen. There is a place to go, the Penelope house, and they help a lot. I just hate that they young girl hook up, and then they got to go run for their life. That's something. Wow. You're a strong mother. You're very strong. I'm serious now. And God got to do some work in your life about this, and you're going to be able to help people. You're going to be able to help other mothers that go through it. Because people will say, well, I know what you feel. No, I ain't never had a daughter that get killed. I don't know what you feel. They'll say, I know what you feel. No, they ain't went through it. They ain't been there. And to your husband, because he's here and he's just sitting here through the interview, he's shaking his head. You don't know what the dads go through. You don't know what those fathers go through. And we're trying to break that chain. Because once they kill, then them dads or them brothers or somebody want to come and, you know, they ready to do some things. So the only way we're going to stop this is pray on it, and it got to stop. And they're going to need some help. They're going to need some help. So if they come to you and tell you they want to do something, or they thinking about it, or man, I'm going through so much, try to make them laugh, talk it out of them. And if the young girl is calling her friends, telling her friend need to tell the mama. See, I got a big mouth. I'll tell everybody. I would tell everybody because people need to know. They do need to know. You think you hiding that, but you can lose your life. Yes. You can lose your life. I mean, and to raise a child, sister, and then they be taken away. So I understand. Tell them about this play that y'all got coming up.
And once again, throughout the death of my daughter, God is yet being glorified. He's yet allowing me to share a story in order to save someone. And I have been given the opportunity to help promote this dynamic stage play, Bound and Gagged. And I'm so thankful and honored to just be allowed to just play a part in bringing the awareness of domestic violence. And I was just so blessed. One of my former classmates, I just want to give her a shout out, Shalanda Johnson. She's in Washington, D.C. now. And the director and writer of the play, her and Shalanda are friends. And so Shalanda told Miss Shannon, the director name is Shannon Wren. She told Shannon, go down. She wanted her to bring the play down south to her hometown. Because once again, she heard about my story. My daughter's life was taken. As a matter of fact, within that same week, 3 beautiful young ladies' lives was taken within a week in July 2014. And so, to make a long story short, Shannon, they said she cried once she heard my story. And Shalanda, she connected us. And as they say, the rest is history. When I tell you within 30 days, God has shown his hand so mighty. And I just want to thank the Mobile and the surrounding areas for all the love and support that they are showing us so far. Just embracing this play and just, in other words, just letting us know that they are so eager to hear this story, you know, and to support us, to let the story, because really it's a movement. The plan is to take it throughout the whole southeast of the United States.
When is that play?
The play is October the 8th, 2017 at Viger High School. My daughter, she's a graduate of Viger High School. So am I. So why not have it there? We just felt like with Felicia Adam, another classmate, she recommended Viger. And the principal there, he just embraced us so. And so we decided to use that venue to, you know, to bring the play. But it's October the 8th, and we have 2 plays, 3 and 7 p.m. 3 and 7 p.m. And the tickets are moving. And I'm so thankful.
How much are the tickets?
We have $15 general admission and also $27.50 for VIP.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's October the
8th.
name of the play?
The name of the play is Bound and Gag. And the play is written and directed once again by Shannon Dory Wren from Washington, D.C. She is a domestic survivor. She almost lost her life to domestic violence. She said if her daughter did not come in and intervene when she was being attacked, her life would have been taken.
She wouldn't be here.
She wouldn't be here to play.
Do y'all have a contact number or some kind of
Yes, ma'am. The tickets can be purchased at Northside Check Exchange. Also, I have tickets, Devonna Tinsley. You can also purchase tickets on online, www.eventbrite.com. Also, you can purchase tickets from www.shannonwren.com. And once again, those are the places to get the tickets. Yes, ma'am.
Everybody knows Northside.
Yes, all locations.
Okay.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
Wow.
And also we have ticket captains, that have come aboard. Some of my friends.
Some things on Facebook.
Yeah, social media has really been a blessing to us. I thank everyone for sharing it on their pages and tagging people, and yes, everything's been moving.
Everything's been moving.
It's been moving.
I think it's a thing where Mobile, those tickets are selling because Mobile is tired. They tired of it. They tired of domestic violence. That got to go away. It's not good. For you moms, y'all come out and support this play. If if your children went through it, son or daughter, because all y'all need to be embraced. Families fall out about this. They go to court. The young man family sit on one side, the mother family sit on the other side. Sometimes they roll eyes, they say things. It'd be a lot of stuff going on with this. So before y'all do something, you gotta think. Yes. You have to think. Don't do this. Don't take someone's life and leave them like that. And everybody hate each other. Girl, I swear, it be some stuff. I'm serious. Even friends catch it. If you're a friend to a person that done killed somebody, you catch it. So I understand. But this has got to go away. How do we stop it? We got this play, Bound and Gag, October 4th? October the 8th. Okay, October the 8th, the play Bound and Gag at Viga High School. And on this end, would you like to say something? On the end of this.
I thank you for having me, giving me the opportunity to just tell my daughter's story and also to promote the play. And the play is not entertainment. It's really ministry. It's a mission. And we want everyone to do not leave the same way you came. We're asking out if you're a victim, if you are an attacker, if you are a friend of a victim, you are a survivor, please come.
I want to ask you something. Did you bring a picture of your brother?
No, I didn't.
Tell him who your brother is.
My brother was Cedric Richardson, and like I told Miss Jazzy Red, I thank her. She interviewed him after his passing. She did a wonderful show for my mom. My mom was so pleased. She didn't even know my brother. She just knew the neighbor, knew my mom's neighbor, and we was so low. We was feeling so bad. And when we looked at that show that next day, it just really blessed us. Wow. It really blessed us, and we thank you.
Your brother was killed?
No, he was not. He died. Cedric, he died. He was sick. Yes.
So you've had a brother that passed?
Yes.
And how long after your daughter did she get killed?
I would say my brother passed like
2 years.
Yeah, it was like 2, as a matter of fact, within each other.
Okay.
As a matter of fact.
Okay.
2 years.
Okay.
Yes.
God healed you up.
Thank you.
Got grandchildren.
Yes. I have
You got them grandbabies, y'all.
I had them grandbabies. I have to raise.
Okay. All right.
I have to raise them. And that's what make me go on.
I wanna thank you and your husband for coming out today. This was a great interview. It gave me chills. I hope somebody got something out of it. Come to the play October the 8th, and get your tickets at Northside Checking. We know we're gonna remember that Northside Checking, but there are other places and on social media. All right. Hope that we've laid something on your heart. Think before you do something. Think about it and leave it alone. Don't do it. On my end, I'm going to say, don't do it. Jazzy Red, we love you. Peace out. Get the camera. I got to tell this man to look around. Y'all see what I go through, ladies and gentlemen? We're up here at Big White Wings. Jazz was hungry, and I said, I'm coming up here and get me some. And y'all know how we do it. I ain't been asleep. I've been out and about, but I wanted to come film them and keep them hot. They've got some great food. We're going to let him talk. I'm finna bring the mic around. What's your name there, young man?
My name is Big White.
Tell them about your business.
got one of the best things going, smoking right now. Got big white wings. We got hot wings, any kind of flavor you want. I got over 60 different flavors. I got stupid fries, 9 different flavors of stupid fries, stupid hot dogs, stupid hamburgers, everything stupid if you see. Stupid wings, stupid okra. You know, we just trying to do it big over here on on Whistler Avenue. You know what I mean? Trying to bring back the city of Pritchard, and in a right way.
Well, tell them when your hours of operation.
Hours of operation is from 11 to 7. That's Monday through Saturday, 11 to 7. Phone number is 513-4457. That's 513-4457.
Don't move. See, I have to help these business folks push their stuff now. You do a special.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, well, you going to tell them about the special now. Tell
right.
them about the special.
Today's special, we have dollar hamburger all day long. Tomorrow it'll be legs and thighs for $1. On Fridays, from 11 to 3, I got $2 stupid fries. That's just for small stupid fry before Blunt and Viger get to play. The kids want to come and get a stupid fry. We got something to hold them over till after the game.
All right. Let's get that address again.
The address is 505 Whistler Avenue. Phone number is 513-4457.
You better make sure
that's the number.
Give me that phone number again, man.
513-4457.
All right, tell them God bless.
May God bless you. Hey, y'all come on out, man, and we want y'all to just try it. We got this cake of the day. That's dreamsicle cake, strawberry shortcake, and we do got that famous red velvet.
All right. Tell them
God bless you.
Jazzy Red Talk Show, and I've got my good friend here. Y'all know he's running for mayor of Pritchard. We're going to let him give y'all his name, because I done been off work at 6 o'clock. I might be kind of tired saying Troy Ephraim. Yeah, I'm getting better with it. I wanted some things I wanted out. I want Troy to tell you about Pritchard, because he grew up in Pritchard. So I want him to give you a little background of his. Come on and talk about your father, too.
Thank you, Jazzy. All the viewers out there in Jazzy Land, love you. Glad to be back with you. And just want to thank you for all your prayers and your support. A lot of you guys text me after you see me on Jazzy Show. You tell me your thoughts, your feelings, and it just encourages me. So I just want to say thank you. I love you, and God bless you. But I think this is a good opportunity for me to just remind people I am a native son of Pritchard, Alabama. All right? These are my roots. Born, bred here. My family is a legacy family here. My grandfather, Hark Ephraim Sr., was the first poll inspector for the city of Pritchard at a time when blacks were still not being allowed to vote and our ballots were being thrown out the back door. All right? I think many of us can still remember that. My father, Hark Ephraim Jr., was a councilman in District 4 for 2 terms and a mayor at a time when had our elected officials who were being put out of office. He stepped up and put a plan together to keep the city of Pritchard on strong financial footing. We are indebted to him, because if not for his efforts then, I don't even think I'd be the mayor right now. But most importantly, I want to say to you that Mayor Troy Ephraim is a native son of Pritchard, Alabama. This is my city. It is such a sense of pride and joy and a true heritage to know that the city that I lead as its mayor is the city that gave birth to everything that I am. I don't ever deny I'm from Pritchard. I don't fill out a form and say I'm from Mobile County. I don't say I'm from Whistler or 8 Mile, because all those areas are Pritchard too. I'm proud of where I'm from and the city that I serve and the people that I love serving. That's what I want you to know. Specifically, more than anything, this is a great city. Stop listening to people saying about our city. We're one of the most important, up-and-coming, growing cities in Mobile County. Don't be deceived and don't be fooled. I want you to know beyond a shadow of doubt that Pritchard, Alabama is stronger now than it ever has been. And if you think we're on the move now, you stick around for another 4 years and you're going to see a great sign of improvement, progress, and victory in every aspect of civic life, governmental life, business growth, economic development, jobs. I cannot wait to see the number of jobs that this city is going to be pushing out for our people. You want to drop crime? You want to lower crime? Put our people to work. And that's what Mayor Troy Ephraim's doing. I'm busting my butt, staying up at night, finding ways, thinking of ways to do more, to put our people to work so that those dollars can be recycled back to upgrade my downtown. I'm standing right outside one of the most up-and-coming, newest restaurants in the heart of our downtown, Big White Wings. We've got so many opportunities. There's places right down here. If you want to do a startup business, if you're looking to do an incubator, come downtown and pick your spot out while you still can. Because in the next year and a half, you won't be able to get in. This is the place to be. This is our Mecca. This is our epicenter. This is the heartbeat of downtown Pritchard, right here on Wilson Avenue. So with anything further to say, I just want to say, remember, Pritchard, I am your child. I am your native son. This is where I've been all my life, and this is where they're going to bury me. I want you to know this. I love you. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your support. Let's keep moving forward, and let's vote October the 4th for a stronger Pritchard. Our city is on the move, and now is not the time to stop progress.
You know something, I wanted to ask you, what high school did you finish from?
I went to McGill, too.
You went to McGill, too? Yeah. Okay, you come up with a cap.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt y'all.
You went to McGill, too, then. You little Catholic boy.
They paid for me to go.
Okay, how to marry. I was hard to marry myself, but I didn't go to school
St.
there.
James.
Yeah, in St. James, but I'm Catholic. I come up Catholic, too. I appreciate you. Jazzy Red, if y'all see me, I know you see him, but I'm endorsing this man. I mean, I met him. I didn't know him. I met him when we were cleaning up.
Doing a cleanup?
Yeah, we were doing a cleanup, and I said, what you doing cleaning up?
Right.
He said, well, I just come to help. I said, wait a minute, man. You come to help? He said, I just come to help. And he said, well, I'm thinking about running for mayor of Pritchard. I said, guess what? I got a TV show. See, that was 4 years ago.
Been rolling ever since.
Been rolling ever since. I'm serious.
Big fan of Jazzy Land.
That we got to put him in. We got to put him back in there, man. And I can't vote. I live in Mobile. I seen some people from Atlanta even here trying to do surveys and help you. And
we got another big thing too, Jazz. I want off. I'm glad you said that about the people coming for surveys.
Okay,
I don't think we know that the national president. This is the national president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Many of you don't remember before the NAACP got its roots. The Southern Christian Leadership Conference was the first national organization to represent the rights, the civil rights of blacks and other ethnicities that were being disenfranchised and segregated against. Southern Christian Leadership with Dr. Lowry, remember? Dr. King, Dr. Abernathy, all those men formed the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. The national president, Dr. Charles Steele, will be with us in Pritchard. We're going to launch the first chapter of the SCLC right here in Pritchard, Alabama. And the national president, Mr. Charles Steele, is going to be coming down to meet with us and be with us at the Clark Center tomorrow from 5 to 7:30. I wish you guys would know that before yet, but you're going to miss it by the time Jazzy airs this. But I want you to know we're starting our first chapter of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, which is the 50th anniversary, Dr. Martin L. Luther King Jr.'s Poor People's Campaign. You remember that? Wow. All right. We got our first chapter coming. It's going to be the Poor People's Campaign. Let me tell you what the purpose is. We have got to stop taking for granted our right to vote. Our local elections are more important than our national elections. And we have got to exercise our right to get out and vote for local leadership as well as national leadership. So this initiative that's going to be taking place is going to give us an opportunity to get out the vote for many, many elections to come. I regret we didn't get a chance to get this before you because you will have missed it by the time you see this. But when you see this, you will know that we have our first ordained, established chapter of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference established by the national president, Mr. Charles Steele, tomorrow at the Bill Clark Center. So we're on the move. We're doing all the things that need to be done for my people, for our city. We are a great place, and we have only just begun to be great again. Pritchard, Alabama's worth fighting for, and you got a heck of a warrior in the ring for you, and I ain't coming out. God bless you.
All right. Tell them when you vote again.
October 4th. Know your poll. Call 725-0443. This Tuesday coming up. 725-0443 if you want to know where you vote. We got your poll in place. I want to see you at the polls if you're ready for a stronger Pritchard, Alabama.
This Tuesday, y'all get out and vote. Exercise your right, man. Our forefathers they didn't fight and get whooped and beat for you to just sit at home and not vote. Right. Don't give up. I've seen a lady told me she wasn't gonna vote in the presidential. It was two of them on Facebook. They said they tired. We can't give up like that. We can't give up. Don't give up, man. And I love Pritchard. I always love Blunt. I always loved Blunt. Blunt was like, I just loved Blunt from the 70s all the way. And I didn't go there, but I always loved Blunt. So we just can't give up.
That's right.
We can't give up, okay? All right. Oh, this is my friend. This is my friend.
You know what we do.
You've been letting me come in y'all house for 7 years. I've been on 7 years. Y'all trust me?
And thank you.
Tell your family, put this man in.
Amen.
Troy even for mayor. Jazzy Red, we love you.
Peace out.
Peace out. All right.
Radio.net, playing the best in Southern Soul Blues.
Saddle up! I need a cowgirl. Let's go! Someone I can play with. Come on. I said, baby, I know I've done you wrong.
ChicoRadio.net. You can listen with the Android, iPhone, tablets, iPads, smart TV. Just click and listen to Chico Radio on the TuneIn app radio. You can download from the App Store. Monday through Fridays, listen to Chico Jackson Show from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Monday Gospel, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Uplifting your spirit and getting your praise on. And from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, listen to your church sermons. Like to have your church sermons on Chico Radio? Contact Chico Radio today at chicoradio@gmail.com. CHICOSRADIO@gmail.com. If you have a business or have an event or like to promote your music or advertise with Chico Radio, you can contact Chico Radio at chicoradio@gmail.com. That's CHICOSRADIO@gmail.com.
My wife, you close to me. There you go. There we go. All right. I cannot begin to tell you how excited I am about this day. This day has not come without much challenge and trial, but it has been all the more worth it. And I declare and decree before you today, we will win this re-election.
Amen.
Let me thank everyone for coming out today to launch the re-election of Mayor Troy Eaton's campaign for 2016 for Pritchard, Alabama. I want to first say thank you to my executive committee for the planning and work that we have put in thus far. This has been a major challenge, but it has been one that we're enjoying every day that we put our best effort forward. Let me thank my campaign corps members, a lot of you that I'm looking at, a lot are behind me and some are still outside. I want to thank each and every last one of you for thinking enough of me as a man, as a mayor, and as your leader, but most importantly, thinking enough of your city to be here today. I want to recognize any of my council members that were going to be here. If they don't come, I want to just make sure that I wouldn't mention them and thank them for their support. They have expressed their need to support where we're going in this city, the plans and the changes. They believe in what we're doing, and they're ready to stand with me going forward. Let me take this opportunity to recognize the rock of my life, my wife Juliet, whose new title in my life is now CEO. You're going to love this, not yet. That CEO stands for Chief Encouraging Officer. When you're in the valley, you need somebody to tell you, keep moving. To my daughters, Lakeisha, it's actually the oldest, the shortest, but don't let that fool you. To my sweetest, youngest daughter, my dearest Elisa. To my oldest son, Rodney, my oldest daughter, Tasha, who's not with me. To my middle son and my baby boy, Troy Jr., who are in school and cannot be here with me today. To my little brother, Theoron. I think Theoron's somewhere around here. I saw him a little earlier. To my stepsister, Paquilla, who's in D.C. and cannot be with me today. To all my extended family and friends, and certainly now to my left, I want to recognize from the root to the fruit. My dearest mother, Shirley E. from Witherspoon. Thank you, Mama. And my dearest, blessed, sweet auntie, Ruth Cohen. I want to also take the time to recognize my father, Park Ephraim Jr., whose spirit is still so strong with me to this very day. My dad spoke to me in the wee hours of the morning, maybe 2, 3 in the morning, when I could not go to sleep. And his spirit said to me, look not at your opposition, but at the promise that God has given you.
Amen.
You will reform Pritchard, Alabama.
Yes. Amen.
I want to take the opportunity to recognize my brother, Park Demetrius Ephraim, my sister, Shirlette Joy Ephraim, who I would love nothing more than to have them standing with me today. My brother is in a place where God is continuing to work in his life, but he spoke a beautiful word in my spirit that I will share in my speech this morning. But also to my baby sister, who I promised that I would record this speech so that she can do what she does best, and that's social media. When this journey took place to make Pritchett great back in 2012, I had a vision for what we wanted to accomplish. And while there were many who could not initially see it, and others who criticized it, and whether or not we could accomplish what we said we would do, we have brought forth a new Pritchett. And little by little, the plans and the processes of good government, socioeconomic planning, and fiscal responsibility have been put into place today. And I stand before you declaring that the city of Pritchett is now in better shape today than it was when we took over. And now, 4 years later, here we are. We're having to fight the same old mindsets. We're having to fight the same old enemies. We're having to fight the same old naysayers that refuse to believe that we are indeed a new Pritchett. But I will have them to know that the old Pritchett is no more, and that we are now on the brink of doing great things, and the old Pritchett that many thought was on the brink of extinction is no longer in place. A new Pritchett, ladies and gentlemen, is here. My re-election is a mandate, not a promise, not a publicity, not a statement. It is a mandate. A mandate that Pritchett is worth fighting for. And we have only just begun. And it is never a good time to stop progress. Not today, not tomorrow, and not ever. But we have waited a very long time to see real change. Change that people can see. Change that you can believe in. Real progress for a city that many had left for dead. It's finally here. And our plans for a future are finally within reach. And now is not the time to consider going in reverse. When I ran my last time, I appealed to my beloved citizens that had lost hope. And I promised them that this city would become the great city that they had believed it could be. And that my leadership and my heart for the people and the determination to change the misfortunes of Pritchett were in fact genuine and real. That real help was on the way. And when it came to pass, we have proven that if they would just believe with me and stand with us, all the right things that we have set in place will come to pass for Pritchett, Alabama. We're doing it for all the right reasons. We're doing all the right things. We're doing it the right way. And it does not matter what our detractors say, we have truth to stand on. There are no self-serving agendas. We're not going to disappoint the people in this city. We're not going to give them a choice to choose between right or wrong. We're going to give them the only choice to accept the right that we are doing.
Amen.
We said that we would establish credibility. Check. We said that we would establish accountability and a working vision for our people and our business community. Check. We said that we would increase our lagging tax base. All you got to do is ride and look. Check. We've done that. We said that we would make public safety our number one priority. Check. We would develop a word-free retirement plan for our employees and our retirees. Check. We did that. Unprecedented improvements in our roads and drainage and cleaning up our roadsides and our roadways so that when people come into Pritchett, Alabama, no matter where they're going or where they're headed, they have this feel-good feeling that things and change has finally come to Pritchett, Alabama. Stands strong within them, and it inspires them to say this city is changing, and it's changing for the better. Yesterday, I did something for charity to serve the city of Pritchett in its community. There was a nonprofit group dedicated to assist the citizens in Pritchett, and it was all about giving our people a hand up and not a handout. Yesterday, I scaled 20 stories of the Marriott Hotel. And I found myself strapped, rappelling down from the very top of a building that I was first told was 10 stories, which was a good lie to get me to do it, because I felt like 10 wasn't near as bad as 20. And I don't know if any of you saw this yesterday, but there I was hanging on by a harness, hanging on by ropes and a lock winch. And believe it or not, I'm a bit afraid of heights. Excessive heights, certainly. I really am. But yesterday, at the top of that building, looking out over the city of Mobile, looking out in the far horizon at Pritchard, Alabama, I had no fear in my heart whatsoever. I had a surreal trust that all was well, and that God was allowing me to overcome my fears, my doubts, my challenges, and my enemies by doing something symbolically that would be a sense of real courage to me. And I stood up at the top of that building and I looked down and I said, I can do this. I will do this. And I did. And I got to raise $1,000 in the process for Pritchard's most neediest citizens, by the way. The reporter asked me yesterday, how did I feel about being on top of that building, and whether or not I was afraid. And I said emphatically to her, no. But here's what fear is for me. Here's what scares Mayor Troy Eaton. Fear to me is a city that is on the cusp of greatness and losing it all due to misdirection, deceit, and age-old tactics that divide rather than unify. What fears me is having them to think that we have not arrived, and to convince people that everything that we have put into to prosper this great city is for naught, and it is not real. That's fear to me. As your mayor, I stand before you today pledging to fight even harder these next 4 years to further increase our tax base and our revenue. For I am not afraid to increase our growth, to increase our businesses, and I am not afraid to define Pritchard, Alabama, in the middle of so many other places that are looking at us hoping that we will stay the city that they do not want us to become.
Amen.
I am not afraid to continue to implement all the progress that's needed to bring new progress for roads, drainage improvements, plans that take place that we can really see. Increase neighborhood development with a blight removal plan that will turn our worst neighborhoods into our very best neighborhoods. Ladies and gentlemen, I am running for Pritchard, Alabama because I care, because I believe in this city, and I know that this job is not hard. It's those who do not believe that make it hard. But I have a solution to their doubts today. 4 more years. 4 more years will make a believer out of anyone. 4 more years will make a believer out of everyone who has given up. 4 more years will give us an even stronger and even better city. 4 more years will give us stronger government and stronger service to those who have been neglected, overlooked, and forgotten. 4 more years will be stronger in community planning, stronger in economic development, stronger in public safety, and much, much stronger in workforce development, so that our people can get to work and we can see the money they earn come back to us, so that we in turn can put that money back to them. We're going to be much stronger in education, much stronger in the beauty of our city, stronger than we have ever been. This city is worth fighting for. We have only just begun. And now I stand before you and I assure you today, now is never a good time to stop progress. Ladies and gentlemen, with all that is invested in me by the people of this great city, I am your mayor. I am running for re-election, and we are going to usher in a stronger Pritchard. I am running for re-election, and this day forward, we will establish the plans, the processes, and the progresses that people have believed that we could bring to Pritchard, Alabama long ago today. I stand before you today announcing my re-election, and most importantly, the victory that awaits us. I am Mayor Troy Eaton. I am running for a stronger Pritchard, Alabama.
does that. That sounds good. And to add to that, don't stop progress. 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 We see it. We see it. We've witnessed it. We know what he can do. We want him to continue doing what he's been doing. And with the addition of what he's already has in his mind, we know the city of Pritchard can be just as great as any other city in this area and anywhere else. So we want to make sure we get our mayor back in his office so that he can continue his work and so that we can see what is going on in the neighborhood of Pritchard. Now, before you leave, I would like for you to look at some of these pictures on the wall, because I hear all the time where he's not visible, he's not out there. You look at these pictures, you'll know he's there. You just aren't where he is, because he's too busy trying to be there. You know he's there. Now, one other thing I want to bring to your attention, make sure that you register to vote if you're not registered. Get anyone that you know who's not registered to register. We should have someone on staff here soon if she's not already here. For those of you who know someone that wants to register, you can pick up an application for them. We need volunteers to help us with the campaign. We need to get your name and addresses and phone numbers before you leave. So make sure you sign up if you're interested in volunteering. We got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. We need a lot of help. Now, you know what else goes with that? Like the old preacher says, money. So we need your donations as well. We have a lady that's going to be in this office right here. If you have your money with you today, we'll take it. If you don't, you can give her your name and phone number, and she'll call you and get it. So this lady, here she is. This Winifred Bailey is going to be sitting in this office right here. So we need all the help we can to make this a successful campaign. We know you can do it. You can do it just like the mayor's done. But he needs your help, and we need your help. So with that, everybody go out and vote. Now, one other thing, if you need a yard sign and don't have one, we have yard signs. We would like for you to take a yard sign or two.
Take one.
Take one or two.
One for you and your neighbor.
Exactly. We want to make sure that the neighborhood is visible. And when you see the neighborhoods without a sign, make sure you call the neighbor and say, oh, I need to get you a sign. And take them a sign. But we would like for you to get a sign. Are the signs outside? Yes. Okay.
Signs outside.
Okay, the signs are outside here. So make sure you get a sign before you leave. Thank you very much. And we're so pleased that you came. Okay. Thank you.
We got refreshments inside. We got refreshments outside. Music and entertainment.
All right. So we'll be here for a little while.
And also, too, we want to just let everyone know that the signs are outside, but we've got literature here and flyers. Take some, give them to your neighbors. We've got additional flyers that we're going to put out that's going to talk more about what our plans are, what we're getting ready to do as far as this campaign, and how we're getting ready to establish a motivation and a momentum and a movement all in the same. But it starts with you. This is nothing that we can do individually by ourselves. No man is an island to himself. We need each other to bring forward a stronger Pritchard. Please, I don't want you to leave without taking part of our refreshments. We're going to have Reverend Lomax come and give our benediction and bless us over the food. But we're here throughout the day entertaining any and all. So please, don't feel like you have to rush and run. I know it's a Saturday and we've got other places we need to be. From the bottom of my heart, I love you and I thank you all so much for sharing in this momentous, historic occasion for me today as your mayor. God bless you and thank you.
The grace of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, sweet communion of the Holy Spirit, rest and be with us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. God bless you.
In my city, that's where God belongs. In my city, 'cause you run it anyway. You run it.
Look, Psalms 14:1. You know, he says in his heart, God don't exist. Fudo, who created the stars, planets like ours, Pluto and Mars. You need the proof, though the truth is so in the art. This the living God that I serve, made everything in a minute with a single word. If you're taking care of the beast and even the birds, if it's taking care of the people, a greater word. Don't you see our sin brought a curse? Christ redeemed us, now I know my...
On our way, District 2. Too cold.
Weapons are not carnal, yo, we start on our knees. We are a movement of the young, on fire, and we zealous for the honor of our Father that's in heaven. In my city, that's where God belongs. In my city,
This is a historic community, big polling place. Right through, see a lot of people that's ready to come out. Go from Troy or Stronger Bridges. It's on the way. We got about 25 cars deep riding through this city, riding through every district. We just finished up the first leg. We're getting ready to circle back to District 4. It's on the way.
Tired we aim till our last breath to go and confess the Messiah's name. So thy kingdom come, will be done in the city till we see him in the Holy One. That's where the homie from, but I know I can't be the only one. Any believers in here, show me some. Get your hands up for the Holy Son. Fought that beating, now you know we ain't defeated. Go and read it, man, we already know we won. There's power when your people will gather just to come seek ya. Then ask for your forgiveness, admitting we truly need ya.
August 23rd, want everybody to come out. Be sure to come out August 23rd, this Tuesday. Come out to the polls, vote for a Stronger Bridge. Coming up on High Point Park right now. Gonna be a lot of activity coming up here. We got the Bridger Cowboys and the Indian Springs Jaguars. Want everybody to blow their horn real hard right now.
Teach us how to pray, not just ramble off with a wish list. Make us still and listen, give us holy ambitions. We're called and commissioned, your work here isn't finished. While we're living, then we'll never ever fit in. Misfits, blessing those who hate us, praise you in our affliction. The way they see us love one another is our distinction. They take you off our dollars and out the Pledge of Allegiance, but they'll never take praise out the mouth of believers. In my city,
at the headquarters. We covered 6.8 miles, probably more than that. We finished in style. We're number one, and that's how we're gonna finish.